Roger Federer answered a question from a youngster in a press conference in 2017, 5 years later, and he is now the top ranked in the US in his age group. Roger Federer answered a question on the GOAT from a young US kid Isian Ahmad in 2017, who is now the junior US number 1. 2017 marked the year the 20-time Grand Slam champion enjoyed a resurgence and won 2 Grand Slam titles after missing half of 2016 with a knee injury. Ahmad attended the press conference at that year's US Open and asked the tennis legend a question regarding the GOAT acronym, which stands for the greatest of all time. "I wanted to ask you, Switzerland is really cool, right? There isn't too much livestock. So why do they call you the GOAT?" Ahmad asked, which made many in the room chuckle, including Federer himself. "I don't know why they call me the GOAT. Some fans call me that, I don't call myself that," Federer answered. "Yeah, we have a lot of animals in Switzerland and goats are part of the livestock we have there." Making the most of his time with 8-time Wimbledon champion, Ahmad asked him another question which prompted laughter from everyone else in attendance. "You have been the most consistent player of all time, can you please continue to play for 8-9 years so I can play you when I go pro? If you're going to make it on tour maybe I'll come back for you," Federer replied, to which Ahmad added, "Is that a promise?" The former world number 1 smiled and said he would pinky promise. Ahmad is on course to keeping up his end of the bargain, as 5 years later he is now the top-ranked junior American player in both singles and doubles and is in a great position to become a professional player. The 11-year-old, who trains at the John McEnroe Tennis Academy, took to Instagram last week to share his phenomenal achievement. "Number 1 in singles and doubles in the country. Filled with gratitude and happy to see hard work yield this result," Ahmad wrote. "It takes a village, so a big thank you to Coach Michael and everyone at the John McEnroe Tennis Academy, and everyone else who has helped along the way." Earlier this month Federer issued an update in his ongoing attempt to return to the tennis tour after a career-threatening knee injury. The 40-year-old underwent 2 knee surgeries in 2020 before mounting a short-lived comeback last year, playing just 5 tournaments before ending his season to go under the knife for a 3rd time. "To give you a little bit of an update, maybe I think a very interesting and important next sort of months ahead of me," the 20-time major champion told Credit Suisse when asked about his potential return to tennis. "I feel like I will know a whole lot more coming April, where my body is going to be." He continued, "Until now I wasn't really allowed to run yet and do the heavy workload with jumps and stop and goes, so I hope that that's all going to start hopefully in a couple of weeks, and then we'll see how the body will react to that. And that's obviously what I will need to return to the tennis court."